What's up, everyone? How you doing today? My name is David DeFranco, and welcome to David's Christmas wish list for 2023. Yes, this is an annual tradition of mine where I just sit down with you guys for a little while and beg for physical items. Please buy me this stuff. It's the whole point of Christmas after all, right? Is to give me. Just kidding. Hey, come back. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm just saying that because every year there are those few small-minded individuals who just see this on the surface and just immediately judge and say, hey, whoa. This guy is just asking for stuff because that's all he cares about is stuff. He's too old for this stuff. And if I say stuff one more time, I'm gonna turn into an orange. That makes absolutely no sense. But seriously, guys, this is an annual tradition of mine. I don't care if I'm 92 years old. Not that I'm gonna make it to 92. But guys, no matter how old I get, this is a tradition that I will forever do because it's important to me, especially because Christmas tradition is incredibly important to me. It's just something that will never ever die. At least I hope it doesn't die because it just means a lot, you know? And obviously it means even more to me that you guys tune in every single year to watch my family's Christmas memories and just share them with the world, because I think that's incredible, guys, because not everyone is in the position that I am where they have a loving family. There's a lot of broken families out there, believe me. I realize that. So I just want to take a second to say, look, I know how lucky I am. I love my family. My family loves me back. We're not perfect. There is no perfect family out there, but man, am I grateful to be in the family that I'm in. So Mom, Dad, Kristen, I love you guys. Wow, I didn't expect to go that deep that quickly. Anyway, this is my wishes video for 2023, guys. One quick update before I jump into the list. This is kind of an awkward setup. It's very crowded and messy behind me to the point where it's stressing me out when I look in OBS. But keep in mind, I use this streaming setup for just that. Streaming. I don't really do my creative finance videos at the moment. So typically I'm sitting like this and just raging at these kids in Fortnite, and drives me crazy. So that's why I'm looking to decide. Anyway, there you go. There is my intro, guys. Welcome to David's Christmas wish list for 2023. Honestly, the older I get, the less I ask for, because I don't really need a lot, guys. I mean, I have my health, I have my house. I love my house. I love my gaming room, despite it being a mess right now, but it's only because of the holidays. And I love you guys. I love streaming for you. I mean, yeah, I could eventually use a new gaming PC because it definitely shows its age when playing games like Warzone because of the processor, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. Anyway, guys, the point is I'm just significantly grateful for everything and everyone I have in my life. So what I'm going to talk about today are just physical objects. Physical objects don't define me. They don't define you as a person. It's just stuff. Eventually, all of this stuff will end up in a landfill years upon years from now. So just keep that in mind. Going into the holiday season, it's not about getting stuff, you know? But with that said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really do look forward to Christmas morning because one of the best feelings about Christmas is unwrapping that gift or giving that gift to someone, because gifts really do kind of make the holiday season that much more exciting. So I'm so excited to go into Christmas 2023. And hey, I'm just saying, if you came into this wishlist video expecting only a wishlist and not some rambling idiot in a Mario hat, well, then you made a huge mistake because, welcome. I love to talk. All right, guys, let's jump into it. David's Christmas wish list for 2023. I do have my iPad right here. Guys, I told you I wouldn't sell it. At least not yet. I just get it. Honestly, guys, I see myself having this iPad for at least a year or so. Okay, so I'm a gamer. Obviously, that's no secret. Guys, I quite literally bought this house years ago because of my gaming room. Okay, not only that reason, but this was a significant reason. When I saw the listing, I'm like, wait a minute, this is perfect. It's an absolutely perfect size for what I need to do. So I love gaming. Gaming is incredibly important to me. And no matter how old I get, I will forever be a gamer. So this year, I'm asking for a whopping 3 video games. Honestly, there's not a lot I need to play lately. I mean, I keep plenty busy with games like Warzone and Fortnite. But now and then, a big single-player game does come along that catches my attention. One of those games is Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5. Now, I get it, David. Couldn't you have bought this yourself when it came out? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from buying all these games right now. But my parents need ideas for my Christmas gifts because they don't know what to get me. Otherwise, they would just get me gift cards. And honestly, I'm okay with gift cards. But hey, I mean, shout out to my mom and dad for requesting a wish list every single year. More specifically, my mom, because she's like, David, I need your wish list. So, Spider-Man 2, guys, I absolutely loved the first Spider-Man on PS5. Actually, it was PlayStation 4 at the time, wasn't it? Yeah, because Miles Morales came out around the PlayStation 5 release dates, and Miles Morales definitely felt like DLC. Guys, I literally beat the game in like 5 hours, I think it was. But hey, I mean, it was still an incredible experience, and honestly, it's really hard to disappoint me at this point with Spider-Man 2, and I'm just saying, if I get it, I mean, whether I get it for Christmas or I buy it for myself, I will be streaming it live on Kick. Kick.com/DavidFranco. How's that for a plug? Alright, moving on to the next game, Sonic Superstars for the PlayStation 5. Now, honestly, I would rather play this on the Xbox, but I have yet to put a physical game into my Series X, and I'm going to try to hold off for as long as humanly possible, because I love downloading games via Xbox Game Pass. But I do have my PlayStation 5 up here in Xbox Series S. Actually, you can see the Series S right there. But the Series S, as you know, doesn't take physical games, so I figured why not ask for it for the PS5. So Sonic Superstars, guys, honestly, I don't have high hopes for this, but I'm still very curious to play it, because I'll be honest with you guys, and well, I think many of my fellow gamers can agree with me, there has not been a really good Sonic game in a long time. The last time I really enjoyed a Sonic game was on Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, and even back then, the overall controls were not that great. The voice acting was laughably terrible. But I don't know, there's something about 3D Sonic games that don't really convert that well in my opinion. But Sonic Superstars, I believe, goes back to the 2D style of gameplay. And guys, I'm all for that. I mean, I absolutely loved Super Mario Bros. Wonder on the Switch, the best Mario game in years, IMHO. So I'm hoping I get that same kind of vibe with Sonic Superstars on the PS5. But again, I don't have high expectations, so I'll get what I can get. But speaking of high expectations, this next game, I hope I fall in love with all over again. Super Mario RPG for the Switch. Now, Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo, if I can recall correctly, was my first RPG ever. And I'll never forget, my dad bought me that game at EB Games years ago. And I recall him asking, he was like, David, are you sure you want this? It's a role-playing game. It's not your typical Mario game. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little doubtful in my mind, but I was like, yeah, I mean, it looks great. And guys, I fell in love with it. What an incredible RPG, and I'm so grateful to have been born in the mid-'80s, because that gave me enough time to not only appreciate the NES, but especially the Super NES and the Game Boy Color and all that stuff. Like, I was part of the gaming rebirth era, and I'm so grateful for that. But anyway, Super Mario RPG on the Switch, from what I can tell, is getting amazing reviews, so I hope it continues to impress me as much as I hope it does, if that makes sense. So there you go, 3 games: Spider-Man 2, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario RPG. Okay, moving on to tech, and I gotta speed this up a little bit because I'm heading out soon to go thrifting and hopefully Shipt shopping and Instacart shopping and all that stuff, because it's Monday for me and I want to start my patrons only vlog. Speaking of that, stay tuned. Okay, so moving on to electronics. So I'm only asking for 2 things as of right now. That could change, and by the way, if you do on my updated Christmas wish list, check out that link right below. It takes you to my personal website, because everything I'm saying today could very well change by tomorrow. I don't know. I could add items, I could remove items, who knows. Okay, first item. Let me make this clear. I don't expect to get this because it's like $500. The MetaQuest 3. This is definitely my most wanted item this year because I fell in love with the MetaQuest 2. Sure, I haven't touched it in a couple months, probably a few months. But MetaQuest 3 really does look incredible. It takes everything I love about the MetaQuest 2 and just makes it even better. You get higher resolution displays, actual pancake lenses, which honestly, the lenses on the Quest 2 are, I don't know, it's like one of the main reasons why I don't want to play my Quest 2 that much, because it's just blurry, you know. That was my elbow. It's just a very blurry image at times, but with the pancake lens, it's much more refined. And I'm looking forward to integrating AR with VR, because right now the pass-through on MetaQuest 2 is in black and white and it doesn't look that great, but it looks so much better on MetaQuest 3. So I'm just throwing it out there. MetaQuest 3 is definitely my most wanted item this year. I don't expect to get it, and if I don't get it, then I'll probably buy it for myself early next year. Okay, this next one I really want. Yeah, this is something I could literally buy myself today, but again, my parents need ideas, and I asked for this next year, or yeah, future David. I asked for this last year. I never got it. Trust me, I cried myself to sleep a couple nights. And then honestly, I just kind of forgot about it, but the more action I get out back with all these cats coming in and out of my house, like every single day, the more I want one. A Google Nest Cam, outdoor, wired, if possible. Guys, I'm a huge Nest guy. I used to be all about the, Amazon Echo platform with Alexa and all that stuff, but I love Nest. I mean, it just makes sense. I'm all about Google. I'm all about YouTube. Except for Android, of course. But I do have dual Nest thermostats in my house, one upstairs and one downstairs. I have a Nest video doorbell. I love that thing. I have a Nest hub upstairs in my bedroom, a Nest hub downstairs in my kitchen. I just love Nest. It's just so nice how everything integrates into one app, my Nest app. I love checking my doorbell. I love checking my thermostats. Guys, these are devices I use every single day. Honestly, I can't imagine my daily routine without my Nest hub, or without my Nest doorbell, or my Nest thermostat, or my Nest cameras. And guys, I'm a Nest guy. I love Nest. So the more cameras I can get, the better. And this one would be going on my backyard deck. That way I can keep track of all the animals, because I have cats coming by every single day. I have skunks. Well, a skunk. I have a huge raccoon that likes to visit now and then. And it would be nice to keep an eye on the outdoor life that comes by. I keep checking to make sure my camera's not going out of focus, because sometimes it prefers the tree over this face. And honestly, I don't blame it. And that's it for electronics. So moving on to house stuff. Number 1, Ninja Thirsti. Okay, so think a Keurig coffee maker, but for making sodas and fizzy type drinks, or whatever you want to call them, carbonated drinks. Now, it's no secret, I did proudly quit soda a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago at this point. I have not had an ounce of Mountain Dew or Pepsi, guys. I used to be obsessed with drinking soda from stores, and guys, that's not going to change. I don't see myself ever having a Mountain Dew or Pepsi or Coke, anything like that, ever again until I die. I say that as if there's soda in heaven, if there is a heaven. I don't know. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. But I just proudly quit drinking soda. However, if it means making this stuff myself at home, then why not? So I'm trying to make the audio a little better for you guys. So Ninja Thirsti actually looks quite nice, and I saw the pods in Target the other night. I think one pod gets you like 15 to 20 drinks, which is crazy. I mean, so I can just picture myself making a huge custom pitcher full of my favorite flavors, and I think that would be great. And guys, let's face it, it's so much cheaper than spending like, what is it now, $2 on a 20-ounce bottle of soda. So I don't even know how much soda goes for. It's been that long since I bought one. So Ninja Thirsti, I'm just throwing it out there. That would be great. Stay focused, Sony. Come on. It's not that hard. It's 2023. This is a face. That's not a face. It's not that hard. And my second but not least, that was great English, window curtains. I asked for them last year. I think I asked for them the year before. I'm asking for them again this year because I never got them. Window curtains is like one of those things I don't really want to pay for myself. But if I have to, I might just suck it up one day and buy them, guys, you know? David, grow up. You're an adult. Buy your own curtains. Seriously. But it would be nice if I had them under the Christmas tree. Just saying. Alright. Toys, gadgets, and accessories. It's quite the large category title considering I only have one thing I'm about to say. The Xbox 360 Mega Showcase building set. It's like Mega Bloks. I know. I'm acting like I'm a 12-year-old kid. But guys, I still love toys. I love little collectibles and stuff. Guys, I have over 100 amiibo behind that tree. You can see a little bit of them right there. I love toys. I love collecting. And if I could build an Xbox 360 Mega Bloks set and put it behind me, for example, right back there where it says Airy, then I think that would be great. And guys, the Xbox 360, will forever be a favorite console of mine. It was just way ahead of its time in terms of Xbox Live, in my opinion. It was just so good. And finally, last but not least, let's talk about miscellaneous. These are just random things that I can think of that I could put on my list, but things I could definitely use. Number 1, gift cards for the Nintendo eShop, Rudders, Sheets, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, you know? I love gift cards, guys. It's essentially free money for a place or a website that I know I'm guaranteed to spend money on anyway. Amazon, for example. I mean, I don't know why I didn't put Amazon on there, but yeah, guys, Amazon gift cards is a huge one. Next up, coffee. And it literally says this on my list. Coffee, ... You know, lots and lots of coffee. I run on coffee, guys. I can't imagine my life without it. I might die of a heart attack one day, and if I do, it's because of caffeine. Death by coffee, and I'm okay with that. Okay, but seriously, all the dark jokes aside, guys, you just can't go wrong with coffee. Unless it's like light roast. I'm not a light roast guy these days. I like medium roast and dark roast. Clothing. Hoodies. I'm pretty sure my sister bought me this because God knows I don't buy myself my own clothes. Anyway, hoodies, jeans, socks, etc. Maybe a thong. I don't wear thongs. Okay, but seriously, guys, I like clothes. I don't shop for clothes ever. So this is the one time of year that I can actually count on getting clothes. Thank you, family. I love you guys. And finally, yeah, did I get your attention? Your pledge on Patreon. This is the biggest gift I can ask for from you guys every single year. A $5 pledge on Patreon goes an incredibly long way. In a world where YouTube revenue, especially for me, can fluctuate literally like a roller coaster. You guys should see my stats. One month it's like this. Next month it's like this. Following month, ew. Patreon for me, unlike advertising revenue, has been incredibly consistent. Patreon is quite literally the reason I bought this house. You guys have changed my life with Patreon. And it's not just my way of saying give me money. Because guys, believe me when I say I come through with giving you as much value as I possibly can. Each vlog every single week, and of course by that, each exclusive vlog available to patrons only, is usually on average an hour and a half long. Example, last week's vlog was an hour and 58 minutes long. And I have recorded several vlogs that were well over 2 hours long. So you can count on just value for just $5 a month. And it just means the world to me, you know? I mean, example, again, I'm about to start this week's Patrons Only vlog as soon as I finish recording this video. And I guarantee you, this week's vlog will be at least an hour long. I just love coming through for my patrons because you guys have quite literally changed my life. So I like to create content for you. You know, showing you behind the scenes of my weekly basis. Sharing with you things that are working for me and sharing with you things that stress me out. Guys, I'm extremely transparent in those vlogs, and it's just my chance to connect with you every single week. And man, let me tell you, Patrons Only vlogs have been the bread and butter. Not a big fan of that phrase. It's just weird, bread and butter. I mean, I love bread and butter, but come on. Anyway, guys, seriously though, the Patrons Only vlogs have quite literally been the foundation of my Patreon campaign, just performing incredibly well month to month, and I'm so grateful for that. So $5 a month, it goes a long way, guys. Oh, and by the way, your $5 pledge not only guarantees you, you know, this month's vlogs, but you can also go back to 2015 all the way up to today. So yes, this means for just $5 a month, you have access to over 300 vlogs, which means if you want to watch a vlog back in 2018, you can. 2021, you can. 2015, you can. 2023, obviously. So it is linked below. Patreon, guys, $5 a month is quite literally life-changing for me. Thank you so much. Okay, there you go. David's Christmas wish list 2023, huge success. Again, I have to make it clear, this list could change. For example, I might find a video game that I want, so I'll add it to the list, or maybe I'll take something off the list. So that link is right below, guys. That link will take you directly to my wish list on my personal website. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Also, if you are thinking about participating in this year's a YouTube holiday collaboration video, that's linked right below as well. Every single submission helps me. So please, let's make this the best YouTube holiday video we have ever created. Heavy emphasis on the word we. It's a collaboration. It's not just about me, guys. It's about you. Thank you guys so much. Happy holidays, and I'll talk to you soon.